So welcome back. This is Startacus Chats at Digital DNA. I'm Alistair Cameron from Startacus, and we are joined by the team from Academic Fish. Let's start with introductions. Who are you guys?
Well, we are Academic Fish, and my name's Mary McIntaggart, and I'm the founder, and my background is in education support, both here in Northern Ireland, and then I moved away internationally, setting up departments and working with education support for students accessing university. And
Hello, my name is Rebecca Elliott and I am the graphic designer here at Academic Fish. My background is graphic design and illustration and I've been here for 6 months.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Good stuff, good stuff. I suppose, let's just start with a general question about DNA, first impressions, and obviously how's it helped you, I suppose, in terms of explaining your business and chatting with people as well?
what's actually been really interesting, I think you found it as a very big learning curve as well. Well, apart from that, before DNA, we were working online all the time. This is our first time meeting.
Wow, that's mad,
Yes,
isn't it?
And it's getting to know each other
Yeah.
as a team more.
Yeah.
And I know it's solidifying that
Yeah.
because it's very important to me, the team.
Yeah.
Because we're at very early stages. For me, DNA has been amazing because at times it might not sound right, but I've been given advice about other things that are going on that I've noticed.
Yeah.
And people are giving me advice about things going
Yeah.
on. So it's a sharing of information.
Yeah,
Really important
Yeah.
information that, like, I'm a reader
yeah,
and I don't meet many people
Yeah.
because I travel a lot. So I'm like, oh, I'm actually meeting people in the hub,
yes.
networking.
Yeah, absolutely, and
Never that person.
we can try our best to do something like that in the online space. But I think the physical environment really helps with that sharing of knowledge and kind of the banter that you kind of miss sometimes in the online world. So it's kind of like now I think we're back into kind of this mix of doing online stuff and the real life again, which is great. So tell us a little bit more about Academic Fish. What are your plans? What are you looking to achieve? What's the goals with the business?
Well, how it started out was because students had no trust in any product. 72% we did a POC, a pilot, and 72% of students use Google
Yeah.
Translate. Now we're in Belfast. If you put in, and it's a math, it can extend to other STEM subjects.
Yeah.
It's in math and it can extend to other languages. So it's in 3 languages, right? But if you put in 10 square into Google Translate, it comes up as a pub in Belfast or a place in China,
Yeah,
or, so 4 out of 4 translations that we would do, they're wrong in Chinese.
Yeah.
They're very good sometimes for language, ordinary social language, things like that. But mathematical terms, we're getting the precision. It's done by mathematicians
Yeah.
in each curriculum. It's across the curriculums, IB, the Irish and the UK
Yeah.
curriculum. So it started out because these students have no faith on how to hear pronunciation, see it, and examples of it, and then assessment at the end. That was my job.
yeah,
It's an education support. I
Yeah.
wanted to be inclusive for the deaf and visually impaired
Yeah.
as well. We're really working at a lot of changes that way. But quite simply, one of the biggest things about it is we want it as a freemium base because we want universities to support the students, but we want universities and all the different
Yeah.
scholastics
Yeah.
to advertise on it so we can develop further and further.
yeah.
At the minute, we're in the middle of just about to develop more. We've got static information at the
Yeah.
minute more. We want to go into videos with
Yeah.
subtitles so that the deaf can access them.
Yeah.
We can
Excellent.
we're developing engineering. It's from upper primary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the terms here.
Yeah.
Upper primary to university level. So you look at it in your language,
Yeah.
say it's Chinese, and you can toggle over it in its exact same layout,
Yeah.
and then you can send back feedback and things like that.
So, obviously, with yourself here in the design capacity, how have you tried to aid Mary in terms of obviously visually and how that looks obviously to someone as a user?
Well, it's definitely been a huge learning curve, sort of being able to learn about how to design accessibility. And with us as well, we've done a lot of work on the graphics so that for the visually impaired, for example,
Yeah.
things need to be bolder and more clear, and simplicity really is the key with that
Yeah.
design. And that's something I think that we're still constantly learning about and improving
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
And especially once our app launches,
Yeah.
getting feedback from those individuals
Yeah,
is the most valuable thing we can
yeah,
have there.
yeah, yeah.
Really, that's what we want. It's feedback. Sorry, that's really what we want is feedback. And one of the
Yeah.
other important things is the idea that STEM subjects and the lack of female involvement in it, and cultural
Yeah.
identities involved in it. So we do things like we promote cultural awareness.
Yeah.
And we have to be very careful about that, be culturally
For sure,
appropriate,
yeah.
and about female promotion of female,
Yeah. Yeah.
figures, and
Yeah.
just the graphics it
Yeah.
sells.
Yeah.
So we want
Yeah.
it to be fun.
Yeah.
So it's bright, bold,
Yeah.
and we want it to be fun as well,
Excellent.
and a learning curve.
So how long are you away from the launch of the app then, or the
This week, I think it's Friday.
Really? This Friday?
Yeah,
Wow.
we would think so. Yeah,
So
we
great
hope so.
timing. Let's hopefully
It's gone to the app stores.
if we can get this video out before Friday, then that would
Oh
be
my
good,
God,
just
it'd
to
be
kind of
amazing.
start things off.
Absolutely amazing, yeah.
And obviously this is going to be the first iteration of it in a sense. You're going to come back with various versions of this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you see? Where do you see the business going in, say, 6, 12 months from now?
Well, we're in liaison with the Maynooth University and the University of Ulster at the minute. We have an assessment at the end to assess have you actually learned something. But we would like a more constructive feedback and accessible for the visually impaired. We're looking at a grant for that. We're the finalists in the Stairway European competition.
Yeah.
We want the inclusion of a bot. We're waiting to hear, can we actually get that?
Yeah.
We're in the finals. Things like that give more accessibility for people with different needs. Where we see myself in 6 months' time, we want to start another subject. We want to go into physics, science.
Wow.
So we've got teachers in different countries lined up for that as well. And basically, we want to get this right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big things.
Amazing. And don't forget as well, you're in the event finals as well. Am I thinking
That's
that?
it. Events coming up.
Yeah.
I'm actually going there this afternoon. That's fantastic. The support from Startacus, everything. The support we have had, can I just say that, from the north of Ireland has been amazing.
Yeah.
From Belfast Met, from Startacus, from Invest NI, TechStart, the grants we got, the concept. I mean, I am delighted. We couldn't do this without that. It's really a team, as in the whole north of Ireland team.
That's generally the feedback we get from like the early stage stuff. We do really well in Northern Ireland. I think there's a lot of joining the dots, and people really give a shit, like about the success of those founders coming through. Like where we perhaps need to still develop. Obviously, as we chatted on the panel earlier, that you might have been that or not, but it was 9:30 this morning, and it was talking to 4 successful founders who've raised investment. Is making that investment process easier for founders in Northern Ireland and quicker. And that's something we need to improve on still. So there's lots of great things that we're doing and lots of things that hopefully will get better. And I think you're at a really exciting point in that obviously the education sector is now starting to pick up on that, the technology that is at their disposal. So it's a good time for you, would you say?
Oh, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I was a teacher here for years, and like iPads in the classroom only started nearly about the time I left, but it's also changing the mindset that phones are an educational tool. And if you have your classroom practice right, your classroom management practice right, students will appreciate that and work on what you're working. And as long as they're learning something and they're engaged and it's at their specific level, they will learn. And that's so this is one strategy. When I was in education support, there were many strategies. It's using them and utilising them right.
Rock and roll. Mary, well, to the both of you, congratulations on what you're doing and the rest of the team as well. I look forward to seeing where you're at in 6-9 months' time, and obviously we can hopefully have a follow-up conversation on this. Maybe next year you'll be coming around speaking to the startups that are showcasing, and you can pass on that advice to them as well. So it goes in circles, and thank you for your time today. This has been Startacus Chats. We'll be back soon with another conversation.